Rich Guzzo here with golfaggressive.com, and today I'm looking at swing plane. I've had a couple of questions come in from our members. Jamie Scobie in particular is looking to make some changes on a swing plane. So what I like to do is go back to what I consider the correct swing plane, but more importantly, how to integrate a change. It's one of those things that it's not a quick fix, so it's going to evolve over a couple of weeks. But once you do it, it becomes basically automatic. You don't have to think about it. So starting out, I like to get an alignment rod down. I want to check 2 points. One, my alignment is all square with my target. I've got my 9 o'clock position. So if I take it back, this is my 9 o'clock position. I want to make sure that my club face is square. So if it's closed, I want to correct it. If it's open, I want to do the same thing. I want to correct it because this motion right here, this is a pivotal point. From here, I can take it straight back. And this is the swing plane I want. And from there, all I'm going to be ingraining is that downswing motion. So if I have a in to out motion, what's going to happen is you take it in here, you'll find 9 o'clock it's here, you get it here, and then your first movement is over the line. So what we want to do is make sure we get that checkpoint correct first, straight up, and then ingrain it down. I like to do 3 or 4 pumps of that motion, and then 1 full swing. And so if this is where I'm hitting balls, I'm going to do this drill about 6 to 12 feet behind the ball. So I've got another ball here. So I'll do my drill here. Make sure 9 o'clock is square, up, and then down. I ingrain it, and then through. Key point here, forget about it then. Walk into your pre-shot routine with not thinking about it. That's the automatic process of muscle memory. So now I'm walking into my shot, and I'm really just thinking about the key things, making sure I've set up correctly. I'm looking at my target. I might think, okay, nice smooth takeaway, and then pull the trigger. You're not thinking about this motion. That's where you do it away from the ball and becomes that muscle memory. I've had a couple of other members, Mika and Dave Hansen, asking about transition. So I prefer when I'm doing this drill is I take it to 9 o'clock and up and then down. It's more of just arm only action. And that's where, for me, when I do a transition motion where I'm actually mimicking the swing, this is where the transition component will come into play. Is when you come down, see where my lower body's moving with the club? That's where the transition motion is going to help. So for Mika and Dave, that motion at the top when you're coming down, I prefer just all arms because I'm really focusing on just this motion. But for a transition period in the swing plane, you take it to the top and work it down. The lower body is going to act like it would in the swing. So same principle, you're going to do the same thing away from the ball. So I'll have my little practice area here just behind the ball. I'll take it to 9 o'clock, make sure it's square. From here, I take it back. The difference with the transition for Mika and Dave is I'm looking at bringing it down, but at the same time, my lower body is coming down with it. It's the same motion you're going to have when you're actually hitting the shot. So if you feel like you get here and it's like this, then you can correct it. Bring it here, make sure it's nice and smooth. You can see the club is lagging back and it's on the plane that you want to make that descending blow through the impact zone. So you can do the same thing, 9 o'clock, up. I prefer just the arm drop, but when you're looking at transition, through with the lower body and then pull the trigger. Walk into your shot, same thing, just think about keeping it simple. Looking at your target, line up. I'm gonna do a nice smooth takeaway. And then pull the trigger. So there's my thoughts on the swing plane, but more importantly, how to integrate this change into your practice. Now I'm going to say, if you were to integrate this swing plane motion into your practice routine, a good 7 to 14 days. And I'm talking every single ball that you hit on the range. You're going to step back, do this drill, ingrain it, and then walk into the shot. After a couple of weeks, you can actually, I mean, if it's ingrained correctly, you won't even have to continue doing this. It'll just become automatic. So give these swing plane tips a try and let us know.